This is Sam Bryant from Bryant Taylor Law, and today we're going to teach you how to change information about your business in Sunbiz. It's a relatively straightforward process, but a lot of people don't know how to do it, so we're going to go through it today. The first thing you need to do is go to the Sunbiz website, and this is the address that you go to. It brings you to this homepage. So whether you're going to change the mailing address, the principal address, or basic information about the company, you can do this for free on the website. There are certain things that you can't do for free, so we're going to show you the things that you can do for free right now. So let's just say that you need to change the mailing address or the principal address of the business. You're going to be going to this tab here, Manage Change Existing Business. You're going to scroll all the way down to update your information. Click this. And now you're going to be brought to this screen here. So if you need to change your company's email address, EIN number, or basic address, so whether this is the mailing address or the principal address, you're going to use this link here. If you need to update the address of one of the owners of the company, then you need to use this link here. If you need to update everything, so let's just say you need to update the email address, EIN, and also the address for a business owner or the owner of the company, you have to do this process twice. Unfortunately, at least in Florida, you can't just do all of it all in one shot. So let's just pretend right now that we're going to change the printable address of the business. So we go to this page here, we click this link, and now we just fill out this information. So this is going to be the name of the company. What I suggest you do, the easiest thing to do, is open up another tab and go to Sunbiz and look for your company name. So for our purposes, I'm going to do our company, Bryant Taylor Law. So you know exactly where to pull the info from. All right, so let's go back to the screen here. So the name of the business entity, this field is you're going to get that from here. So the best thing to do is just copy paste. This field here, the Department of State registration number, is this number here. So again, just copy paste that. This field is so that Sunbiz knows who to contact in case they need anything else. So I'll just put my email address in here. So now this is where the information is going to change. So if you're going to be changing the email address, you're going to enter in the new email address only in this field. If you're going to be changing the EIN, you put the new EIN, or if you're going to add it, you put it in this field. Now, if you're going to be changing your principal office address, you're going to be putting a new address here. If you're changing the mailing address, you put the new mailing address here. So it's important to know at this stage what the differences are between the principal, the mailing address, and I want to show you this address. If you need to change the registered address, the registered agent name or registered agent address of the business, you cannot use this method. You're going to have to actually pay to change that. What we're doing here is something for free. So this is only if you're changing this here or this here. So whatever the new principal address is and whatever the new mailing address is, you're going to be filling it in these corresponding spots. Even if it's the same address, you're still going to enter it here and here. and you're going to be clicking this. I'm not going to submit the button. I'm not going to press submit because I don't want it to change our information here. But once you're done, you just press submit. You're going to be brought to a screen that confirms that you submitted it, but you're not going to receive any type of confirmation email from the state. So it's going to be up to you to periodically check to see if they actually changed your information. And you do that just by going back to the Sunbiz site and then just search for your company name and then see if the information changed. If it didn't change, give it about a week after you submit it. A lot of times the state is behind on processing. So if you kind of want to get an idea of where they're at, you can go back to the home screen and click this button here. And this kind of gives you an indication on how long or how far along the state is in processing things. So let's just pretend that we changed this information today. You see here, these are different services. So if you look for what we just did, all we did was change the information. We changed the address of the company right here. So today's date is November 13th, 2021. The state is currently processing changes from October 21st, 2021. So that means that you're looking at about a 3-week wait before these changes come into effect. I know it's a long time. It used to be just 24 hours, but now the state is just taking a while to get these things through. At the moment of this video, we're in our second year of COVID, so their state is still adjusting to that. So now that's the process if you want to change your mailing address or the EIN of the business. Let's just say that you want to change the address for one of the owners of the company. It's a similar process, but we're just using a different link. So we're going to the manage change existing business. Then we're going to go back to update your information. And we are going to this button here, update the address of the officer, director, manager, or designated principal. And it's the same process. You just copy paste the name of the company, the registration number, which again is this number here, and the email if they need to contact you. So keep in mind here, you got to pay attention to this instruction. It says if changing the address of the officer, partner, enter the name and the new address. So you want to make sure, even though you're keeping the partner's name the same, you want to make sure you put this in here. You put the partner's name on here, and that name needs to match what's here. Authorized person here, this partner here. So this is me. This has to match, because if it doesn't match, it's going to delay the filing. And you don't want that. It's already taking long enough to do these things. You don't want it to delay anymore. So make sure that this principal name is the same that's on your filing. But now you're changing the address here. So whatever you want your new address to be, you enter it in this field, click this button, and press submit. So this is free. And so even though it's a relatively straightforward process, it could take a while. Again, you just click here to check on the status of it. This is going to be a lot better than just calling, because it's really hard to get in touch with them over the phone. So I hope you found this helpful. This comes up a lot of times, especially with business owners that are from out of state or you move. This is just a very simple process for you to do. But this is a topic for another video. If you want to change the names of business owners, whether you add or remove, that's another video, because that actually costs money to do. So what we just did is free. We have other videos on the channel in case you want to check out other ways to protect your Florida business. And if you have any suggestions for any things you'd like to see, just feel free to contact us. Our information is in all of our descriptions below. Thank you all again, and have a good one.